Welcome to my lecture. In this video, you will understand what equivalent fractions are and how to simplify them to their simplest form. Please visit my earlier lectures on Introduction to Fractions if you haven't already done so. Equivalent fractions are fractions that represents the same portion of the whole. For example, half a circle is equivalent to shading 2/4 of the circle. They represent the same portion of the whole circle. Therefore, 1/2 and 2/4 are equivalent fractions. Take a look at another example. 1/3 or 1/3 of this shaded rectangle is also equivalent to 2/6, as they also have same portion covered of the whole part. And finally, there are 7 quarters in these circles. Each shaded part is a quarter of a circle. So it is 7/4 as an improper fraction. However, we can reorganize this to give one whole shaded circle and 3 quarters. So as a mixed fraction, it's 1 whole and 3 quarters. As they represent same portion, 7/4, it's equivalent to 1 and 3/4. Did you know that equivalent fraction can be simplified to same fraction in its simplest form? In this case, we will use division methods to find the fraction in its simplest form and then compare. For example, take a look at 2/6 and 1/3. Are they equivalent? One way to check this is to write both the fraction in its simplest form. For example, 2/6 can be simplified to 1/3 by dividing by top and the bottom number by 2. 1/3 is now in its simplest form because no other number can divide 3 or 1 exactly other than 1. Dividing by 1 does not change the fraction to any further simpler forms. Therefore, we can just ignore this division. Hence, 1/3 and 2/6 are equivalent as they are equal in its simplest form. Let's consider another fraction, 4/12. Can you think of a number that divides 4 and 12? In this case, we will use division method to find fraction in its simplest form. Notice that numerator and denominator are both even numbers. And we know that any even numbers can be divided by 2. 2 is the smallest number that divides 4 as well as 12. It gives you 2/6. But 2/6 is still not in its simplest form yet. 2 can divide both 2 and 6 one more time to give you 1/3. Now, fraction is in its simplest form as nothing else divides 1 and 3 exactly. But you might say 4 also divides 4 and 12 exactly without any remainder. That's also fine. In this case, 4 is the highest number that divides 4 and 12, and it's also known as highest common factor. Dividing the fraction by 4 gives you 1/3. Bigger the divisor you use to divide fraction, quicker you will get the fraction in its simplest form. 4/12, 2/6, and 1/3 are all equivalent fractions, as they are the same in its simplest form. Simplifying fraction is not the only way we can find equivalent fraction. We can also multiply them by any whole number to get its equivalent. This is our multiplicative method for finding equivalent fraction. For example, in order to find the equivalent fraction of 2/3, we can multiply numerator and denominator by any other number other than 1. For example, multiplying by 2/2 gives another equivalent fraction. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. So 4/6 is another equivalent fraction. And multiplying by 3. 2 times 3 gives you 6, 3 times 3 gives you 9. This is also equivalent fraction. Hence, 2/3, 4/6, and 6/9, and any other multiples of that are also going to be equivalent fraction. Thanks for watching. Be sure to try given exercises to test your knowledge. I'll see you in the next part.